falling. So we're gonna we're gonna play with it. Maybe I need to scoot back a little bit more. Hey, where am I looking right now? There we go. There's the camera. There's all the good stuff. Hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to jump on quick and do a little update of what's going on in my life. For many of you that might be new to the channel, whether that's on YouTube or whether that you're new on my Facebook following, I wanted to quick jump on, just kind of give a little update of what's going on in my life. Life is really crazy. I just got done with an interview with a good friend of mine, Rick Bubba Taylor, which is going to come out here in a couple weeks. So I can't wait for you guys to listen to it. It is so good. It just There were so many amazing things that he was sharing that was so relevant to where I am in my journey in life. So I'm excited that you're going to be able to listen in to that conversation with him. But as we were sitting here talking, one of the things that really stuck out to me was he was talking about this transparency piece. One of the things I love living my life by is being transparent with people, letting people know where you're at, what's going on in life. And from a distance, things can seem like they're perfect in someone's life. And it's not. Life is not necessarily perfect. Life is working. Let's just say that. But right now, there's a couple things that are, well, no, there's a lot of things that are going on right now. So first of all, if you're watching this right now, would you take a moment and would you share this with a friend? Because I'm gonna talk about something that is going to benefit you and benefit someone else. It's gonna really change someone's life. Because I think that we all need to hear this right now. And really, that message is step out. It's going to be okay. A couple weeks ago, I had this grand idea that I was going to start a community, right? I have a website. There's a community thing that I can create. And so I created this thing. I was ready to launch it. I was going to charge for it. And I felt like God just said, no, no, you're not going to charge for that. You're going to do that for free. And I'm like, okay, wait, God. How am I supposed to provide for everyone, my family, if I'm not going to be charging for the product, this product that is going to, or community that's going to take up so much of my time? And essentially, I've trusted. I trusted. At the end of the day, I decided to launch it, which maybe you've seen a little bit about that, but I'll leave a link in the comments if you're interested. But essentially, what it is, it's a gathering early in the morning to do one of two things. One, it's to read from the Word. So as a Christian, I believe that it's important to read your Bible, and so 2 times a week, Tuesday and Thursdays, I open up the Bible, I read, and I do a little bit of a teaching on it. And then Wednesdays, I do a little bit of a teaching on a business principle, an entrepreneur principle that I've learned in my life, that I'm applying, that I have applied. Both of those things are very apparent. And one of the things that has been really challenging is as I was launching this, as I pressed the go button, the launch button, everything in life seemed to go crazy on me. Do you know what I mean? It's like everything that could go wrong was going to go wrong. Like last week, or actually, I guess it was this week. It's Friday right now. I don't even know what day it is. But this last Monday, as we were kind of jumping into the week, I had call after call after call. I had coaching clients. I was doing an interview for the podcast, Cynthia Coy, you'll get to see her episode this next Monday. Or this next Tuesday, which is fantastic. See, I don't even know what day it is. But one of the things that started happening was I was losing sleep because I was burning the candle at both ends. Because right now I've got things in the evening and I've got things now at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's what time I do these calls, because that's the only time I literally have. All the other times I'm either with my kids, I'm going to be, homeschooling my kids here coming up, or I'm making breakfast. I'm making sure that my wife is happy, filling her with caffeine, not too much caffeine, because you can't evidently have too much caffeine when you're pregnant. Oh yeah, see, like there's that. We're going to have our fourth kid coming up here in December, and so there's a lot of things going on. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I jumped in the deep end. And here's like the prime example. I had this meeting I had to go to with my kids on the Wednesday. We get to the meeting and I walk my kids in. It's just me. and we're potty training my son, right? Perfect time to start potty training my son. The weekend before we're going to be out and about doing things. So we started potty training him, and he's doing decent. He's doing very good, actually. But on Wednesday, we're sitting in this meeting. I'm sitting in the front. There's all these people, and I realize that he has to go to the bathroom. So I pick him up. I run him out to the car. So I run out to the parking lot. I open up the back of our car, and we have this little travel potty. I don't know if you ever had one of those little travel potties. And so I put my son down on this little potty, and he goes. It's fine. Everything is great. We don't have an issue. There's no accident. And in my head, I think I need to get back in there. I don't want to miss out in this meeting because I have to know what's going on. So I think, well, I'm just going to put this potty. I'll take care of the urine that's in here after we're done with the meeting, right before we take off. So I go to the meeting, come back, we load up, we head home, and about 11 o'clock at night, Wednesday. Now I've got meetings, right? Because I've got that early morning 5 o'clock meeting on Thursdays now, where I'm teaching and I'm investing in people. I'm helping people to grow, which is something that I love. I'm passionate about. And at 11:30, I realize that there's still a potty full of urine in my car. And at the back, I'm like, oh no, like this cannot be happening. And as I'm trying to recall, like, okay, maybe it was just like a straightaway. I wasn't like doing any crazy turns. I'm a good, safe driver. I'm good. And I started to realize, like, right as we turned the corner to leave, there's like 5 speed bumps. And the first one, I know I rocked that speed bump. I could have been a Dukes of Hazzard person. And then as we had to get on the highway, and there's like this huge roundabout, and you can't go slow in it because otherwise you're never going to get out. So I went fast to the roundabout. So, you know, you can visualize what's happening here. And then we had to stop off because we're starting soccer today. So I needed to stop off and get soccer shoes for my kids. And so we pull into this Dick's Sports store, and it's like at an angle like this, but it's not just like straight up this way. It's also this way. So not only am I going up at an extreme angle, but then also at another angle. And in the back of my head, I'm just thinking, I'm going to have the worst mess in the morning because it's 11:30. I can't go out at night. I finally got in bed. I'm just starting to wind down to go to sleep, and I got to wake up at 4. And so I said, you know what? It's okay. I'm jumping into this. It'll all be fine in the end. Next morning, wake up, do breakfast for the kids and everything. And then I walk out, check the back of my car. Praise the Lord. There are no issues with the back of the car. There's no liquid that's been spilled. Why do I tell you that crazy story? Because right now, that's kind of like life for me. Life is constantly going. It's super quick. I'm getting to meet with people and interview with people for the podcast. I've got coaching clients that I'm working with. I'm a full-time dad. I'm a full-time husband most of the time. Meaning, when I do get to see my wife, it's, trying to make sure that she's doing okay. And at the end of the day, someone out there, you're probably just like me, where you're thinking, man, I just don't know if I can do this again tomorrow. I don't know if I can go through another potty training issue, or maybe it's a car breaking down. Like we had to get our car serviced the other day, and that was expensive. There's one thing after the next that's going to hit you in your life. And if you're anything like me, sometimes you can get down and you can continue to focus on the ground. And, I just got to grind. Can I just tell you, look up a little bit, look up and notice the people around you. Because one of the things that I've found in my life, when I step out and things are going wrong, I tend to think that I'm the only one. Meaning there's no one else around me that can be there to support me, that can share, what's going on in my life and like that experience, or to encourage me, because I'm the only one that's ever gone through that. I know that you've probably felt that way. We're not. You're not alone. We all have those moments where we feel like life is just too difficult to bear. But that's why it's so important for us to surround ourselves with people who care about us, who encourage us. who spur us on in the moments where it's really difficult, even when it's difficult to wake up in the morning sometimes. The reason I wanted to jump on was because I had a conversation with my good friend Rick here, and he said, Nathan, just be real. Be real with people. So, the production side of More Than Before has been fun. We'll probably keep it pretty high production still. But I want to get to a place where you and I can have a conversation. You and I can get real with each other, where we can live life with one another. I don't want to have to worry about my kids jumping around and crazy. You might hear that every now and then because they're a little bit crazy sometimes. But can I just tell you, I'm looking forward to what is ahead. And I'm looking forward to what is ahead because I'm hoping you'll join me on that journey. If that's you, you're just watching this and you're like, hey, who's this weirdo? I might be a weirdo you like. I might be a weirdo you don't like. I don't know. But I would love for you to join me on that journey. And all you got to do right now, I'm not asking you to join a program or anything like that. Would you just subscribe to the podcast? And would you pick one person? One. You don't have to go millions of people. You don't have to pick your 5 best friends. Would you share this with one person? If this hits you today, I was talking in the group this last week on Tuesday morning, and I said, there's this thing that I've done throughout my life, and specifically probably the last 15 years of my life, when someone comes to mind, like I might be listening to a song, or maybe I am, I don't know, driving down the road and someone pops into my mind, a name. 9 times out of 10, I'm picking up my phone, not while I'm driving. Let's be clear on that. 9 times out of 10, I pick up my phone and I text the person and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. And I'm actually praying for you. I'm not just, I'm praying for you. No, I actually start praying for that person. I actually start thinking about that person and how they're doing and what's going on in their life. And I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10, probably 10 out of 10, each person that I've ever messaged, they say, wow, like I needed that today. And I would love to be that encouragement to someone in your life. The next time that you think of someone, maybe as you've been watching this, you go, man, that person, I don't know what's going on in their life, but maybe they actually need to hear this. In fact, a good friend of mine, I was talking to him, I won't say his name, but I was talking to him, like I messaged him out of the blue like this. I messaged him a song and he messaged back, hey, in the hospital. Perfect timing. How often in my life do I think, why would I want to intrude on that person's life? They're probably not going to like the song. They're not going to like the quote. Whatever it is, they won't like the funny meme or whatever you send them. Can I just tell you that being thought of is one of the greatest things that we can receive from someone? When someone goes, I thought about you. And if someone sent this to you, they thought about you. They love you and they care about you. And I love you and I care about you, even though I don't even know you yet. I hope to get to know you. Hopefully through, maybe you'll be sitting over here. I don't know. Let's see. Wasn't even planning on this. Let me see if I can do this. There is another camera in here. Oh, can I do it? That's the wrong button. How about this? One day, I would love it if you could be over here in this seat, where we could talk, have a conversation, and learn more about your story, what's going on in your life. I'm excited for that. So I didn't want to bore you too much. I did want to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on in my life. And if you're encouraged by this, pick one person, send this to one person. And would you do me one other thing? Like, I know it's a lot of asking here, but would you tell me how this hit you today? You could say it didn't hit you at all, but leave me a comment. Engagement actually does help. I don't know how it helps, but everyone always asks me how many comments that you have, how many likes do you have, actually people don't even ask if you have likes. They just want to know if people share it, I guess, or how long people have watched. Matt, you probably have stopped watching by now. So it's just me. It's me in my basement talking to myself. This is like self-therapy. So anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you have a great Friday. I'm going to get off here and go probably take my son to go potty and then get things ready because we have soccer. It is the soccer season start today. So, anyway, love you all. Remember to be more, see more, and experience more in your life. All right. Now I got to figure out how to stop this thing because I was like, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go on a new platform thing. Yeah. Okay.